What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to our channel here at Vagabond Builds, and we're bringing you another comparison video between two cars. Now, I want to mention that these are two 2024 Volvos. One, the one to my right, is the C40 Recharge, the pure electric in the ultimate trim, single motor. And we're going to be comparing that over to a XC40 in a plus trim, and it's a twin motor, and yes, it is a Recharge pure electric. But we're going to be showing you guys pretty much the main differences in what you guys should be looking for if you guys are in the market for a pure electric Volvo. But before we start, because it's not a sponsored video and we truly need and appreciate you guys' support because that's how we make our money, please subscribe to our channel and like this video. Keep watching, stay tuned, because we're dropping that MSRP sticker to each of these cars. So you guys get an exact idea of what comes on these cars and the price tag on top. If you got something for us to film, here's our email below. Email us and we could talk details later. A special shout out and a thanks to Nilo Volvo here in Sacramento, California, for providing us these beautiful two cars for this review. Now let's go ahead and bring to you guys Volvo Recharge pure electric cars. So let's compare some specs starting off in this video. Now, to my right, I have the C40, and this is the single motor. And what does that mean? That means that it has one electric motor pushing this car from the rear end, okay? Now, yes, that's something new. We see that Volvo brings over the rear-wheel drive cars. But again, that brings you 248 horsepower, 310 pounds-feet of torque, single motor, pure electric with an 81 kilowatt battery, everybody. But yes, the MPGe is going to be a whole lot more efficient on the C40 compared to the XC40. But the XC40 itself in this video has a twin motor. That's one to push the back and one to push the front. That makes it an all-wheel drive, and that gives you 402 horsepower with 494 whopping pounds-feet of torque. These things are beasts. Now, we popped the hood just to this one because there is no major difference between both the C40 or the XC40 from the front space, okay? So we want to just show you guys that in the video. Now, talking some dimensions, here on the C40, if we come over to the side of the car, talking some dimensions in inches, 175 inches in length, 75 inches in width, and 63 inches in height. But if we come over to the XC40, dimensions would be on this pretty much the same with just a 2-inch height difference, or like 1.8-inch height difference. All right, just wanted to mention that to you guys as well. Now, MPG on the XC40 that you're looking at right now, that is 106 city, 90 highway, and 98 combined, with 254 miles to about a full charge, 8-hour charging time. If we come over to the C40, numbers change a little bit. MPGe is 118 city, 96 highway, and 107 combined, with a 297 mile to a full charge, 8-hour charging time at 240 full. So you're almost getting an extra 50 miles to a full charge on the single motor, everybody, okay? Now, wanted to mention that to you guys because maybe you're in the market for a single motor or a dual motor. But this video is not really focusing on trims from the ultimate trim over to the plus trim. We're here to show you guys pretty much what the body styles look like in this video. Now, the front ends themselves are pretty much the same. The lighting system is LED with pixel technology and corner lighting on both, with LED fog lights here, piano black gloss going across the front end, bumper sensors, same exact location on both, with your 360 panoramic cameras. What do we see that's different though from the XC40 over to the C40? Now, again, the wheels are the same, all right, from the XC40 to the C40, from the plus to the ultimate trim in those kind of 5-spoke blades, machine surface silver with the piano black gloss rims. Tires themselves are Pirelli Scorpion Zeros, and they are 20 inches. Side mirrors, nothing different. Black paint, integrated blinker lighting with the panoramic cameras right under that. But now here in the mid area of the XC40 to the C40, what do we get that's different? Starting off with the C40, that panoramic glass here, okay? okay? Full glass. It does not have a tilt slide sunroof option on the C40, to where as we come over to the XC40, you have the tilt slide sunroof option, panoramic glass with the roof rails, all right? Now, I personally like the tilt slide sunroof option. Now, yes, you might say I'm biased, but no, I'm not biased. It just comes down to preference, everybody. Okay, so another thing, you're going to see some difference starting from the rear doors over to the back. And what do I mean by that? Is check out the shape to both rear doors, okay? Both rear doors are completely different because of that Sportback model. Now, if I shoot the camera over to this rear end, this is where you're gonna get that sportier, aggressive look on the C40, a little bit more aerodynamic here in the back with that sportier rear spoiler, okay? Kind of more aggressive look back here with those LED taillights dropping down from that spoiler down. Another thing that's slightly different is no wiper here in the back glass, because they kind of get an idea, or they say that that airflow will push everything off that back glass, but personally I would like that wiper to be there just in case, as needed, if I'm driving in the snow or something. I have no idea. That rear spoiler, again, for that Sportback, and the integrated lighting for that brake right under that spoiler. Now, if we shoot over to the XC40, this is more of the kind of family-oriented, you might say boring look, but this would be my choice because I like the extra cargo area. I believe it's like, I don't know, 2 cubic feet of space extra, just because you're not taking away from that interior cargo. Recharge here on the top of that quarter panel. The spoiler is different, a little bit more kind of luxury, classy feel, with a second spoiler on each side kind of popping out of that top spoiler. Brake light is up top instead of down here, okay? And you don't get a rear lip, all right, to help kind of with that downforce back here. But again, that wiper there as well. Now, another thing is, if you guys pay attention, that the shape of the rear end, okay? To where here, slightly the same shape, but different. You don't get that kind of lump coming out or that pop out here up top, but you do get that pop out coming down over, okay? And then rear bumpers, pretty much similar. Now, let me just show you guys that with the bumper sensors going across, parking reflectors, and that lower trim and that piano black gloss, okay? A little bit more classy. Recharge twin, it says twin here because the twin motors. There you don't have the twin, all right? You just have the recharge, all right? And then the taillights entering the tailgate here in the back, but on the XC40, you don't. The tail lights are completely different with no integration of that tailgate. Let's go ahead and pop up the tailgates so you guys get an idea of what the cargo area looks like. Some minute differences here in the back. Starting with the C40, no 12-volt charging outlet here in the back. Got cubby room on both sides, but no charging, okay? No charging 12-volt. Other than that, there's not much difference on the cargo area. 12 volts, 120 watt. All right, now, I believe the numbers are on the cargo area. Here the XC40, 58 cubic feet of space. If we drop down to the C40, it's about 49 cubic feet of space. So my mistake, I said about 2 cubic feet, but it's almost about 10 cubic feet of space, 9 cubic feet of space of difference that you're losing because of that Sportback, all right? Now that we're pretty much done showing you guys some similarities, differences of exteriors, specs, and cargo, let's go ahead and show you guys the interiors. So now, everybody, the interior side of the 2024 C40, okay? Now, not much different in the front side of the interior. It's animal-free interior, synthetic suede, synthetic leather, all right? The design, the trims, the screens on the cockpit cluster and your infotainment screen are exactly the same. The interfaces are the same, right? Just show you guys that a little bit. Your controls to your vents and your media and all that stuff is literally exactly the same. Nothing much really different here considering the body style. Now, we're not focusing on trims in this video because, of course, from Plus to Ultimate, you get things like Harman Kardon premium sound and stuff like that. But we're focusing on the body style. I will say that you start to see a slight difference up top here, kind of in the mid area or your lap area, that panoramic glass going all the way to that backrest of that second row seating, all right? That's pretty much different there. And then why I mean, why would something else change here is because the tilt and slide sunroof option that you get on the XC40, you'll get a kind of touch sensitive little control for your tilt slide sunroof option. I'm going to show you guys that, but let's go ahead and jump over to the second row seating, because that's where the main difference is at from the C40 to the XC40 on the interior. Let's go ahead and do that. So now here at the second row seating of the C40, now before we come into the cabin, I wanted to show you guys, now I showed you guys the shape on the outside of the door, but look at the shape on the inside with that different shaped door panel, completely different from the C40 to the XC40. Now, interior, pretty much the same with regards to the material, the look, the controls, all that stuff with the heated seats, the 2 USB-C plugins. Where you're gonna see the difference is the top. Now I'm about 6 feet 2 inches, so you guys get an idea of what it looks like when a tall person is sitting inside this car. My head is completely touching that top liner, okay? You get about 2 inches, I believe, less in the C40, that sport back or that cut down look. And another thing is that when you're sitting in the driver's seat and you're using that rear view mirror, the visibility is less in the C40 because of that sport back. So that's something major to take into consideration, that that glass will literally is kind of flat, almost flat back here, okay? So remember that that's gonna be a little bit more tough. Maybe I would have liked to see a live rear view mirror camera, but again, I don't know what you guys like. It all comes down to preference. Now that we're done showing you guys this rear seat area of the C40 Sportback, let's go ahead and jump into the XC40 and show you guys. So the front side of the XC40, and remember guys, that tilt slide sunroof option and how you're gonna control that is a touch sensitive panel here. You're gonna slide your finger back and you get this sunroof. Now, I'm a big sunroof fan, always been for many years. I would take this over the panoramic glass, okay? Now, it is hard because the MPG and the single motor efficiency is super big on that C40. The XC40 all-wheel drive, I don't know. I just like that tilt slider sun option. Now, I know prices change between each one, between trims and body styles and things of that sort, but overall, it's pretty much similar here in the front with like the same dashboard, same interface, same tech, USB-C plugins, 12.3-inch driver cockpit cluster screen, the driver wheel, the door panels, the door cards, everything is pretty much the same. Let's go ahead and show you guys that major difference in the second row seating. Now here in the back, and guys, I have to tell you, starting with the interior side of that door, look at the difference of the shape. Okay, slightly similar, but a bit different on that door, okay? Coming back here as well. Now, a little bit more or a little less claustrophobic here, okay? Because of that non-sport back, you get that extra like 2 inches, and my hair literally is slightly skimming, but my head is not like crunched, okay? But you get that extra space back here in that extra cargo area. Let's go ahead and drop that down and show you guys what it looks from back here. Just a whole lot better. That glass, right? It's more upright. The visibility to your rear view mirror is going to be a whole lot better. Just to mention that to you guys, because I know that will affect your driving or the pleasure of driving these exact cars. Guys, now that we're pretty much done, as promised, here's the MSRP sticker to first the C40 that comes in at around $60,400 and some change. And then here's the MSRP sticker to the XC40 that comes in at $61,000 and $61,400 and some change, okay? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below so you guys get an idea of exactly what comes on these cars and the price tags on top. Thank you guys for watching our channel here at Vagabond Builds. Check out our other videos for Volvos. God bless you.